step-back pass from the reigning MVP, that's James Harden. Gets it to Carmelo, who had 22 points in the game. He had 25 combined in the previous 3. Oh yeah, that's just a step back. James Harden doing James Harden things per his usual. But Mitchell, like I said, the sophomore sensation, putting on a show. That is a 3. Putting the Jazz on his back only like he knows how to do. Strong to the rack. He had 20 points in the half. Oh, there's more to play. Check this out. This is a Smitty's Under the Rim nominee. Oh, that's nice. I need to see that one more time, please. And thank you. The scoop-de-doop. Utah up. Harden, 29 points in the game. That's a 3. Bringing Houston closer, but it was all about Donovan Mitchell. Gets to the rack. Sharing is caring. Derek Favors. How about a Trey Wall? Treyway! Utah taking control in the 4th. Now, scary moment for the Rockets. Harden comes down into the paint. Lands awkwardly. And during the timeout, trainers want to check him out. He would go to the locker room with a lower body injury and would not return. Mitchell taking advantage of the MVP not being on the floor. Utah closes it out with a 9-0 run. Mitchell, 38 points, 7 assists. The Utah Jazz hosting the Houston Rockets. James Harden is now top 100 on the all-time scorers list. And Donovan Mitchell, team's 10-3 when he scores at least 20 points. More on him later, but a bizarre beginning to the game opening tip. Rudy Gobert receives a personal foul immediately, as you can see on the replays, called for a foul. Then, just a few plays later, in the post with James Harden, and he is called for a technical foul after he received a personal foul. And he didn't like that one bit. He hits the powder on the press table, and he is ejected. Quinn Snyder does not like that. So, picking up the slack, Joe Ingles knocks down the 3. He had 18 points in the game. Utah up by 1. We have a turnover. Cephalosha with his Air Max on, running the break. The no-look, Dante Exum. Hey, mate, 15 points in the game. Then the Rockets turn it over. I need to see a scoop layup, please. And thank you. Donovan Mitchell, only 6 points in the game, but let's just say this. Utah wouldn't necessarily need his scoring punch. James Harden, the reigning MVP with the step-back 3. 15 points in the game. Rockets still trailing by 9. But the man of the hour was Derek Favors, filling in for Rudy. 24 points, 10 rebounds in the game. You will see more of him in the second half, and that's where we're going right now. The Jazz continuing. Like I said, Donovan Mitchell only at 6 points, but that's okay when you have Derek Favors, who I've already stated had a big game. He got the tip in. Jay Crowder on the break uses the quick Euro step. He had 12 points. And this play right here, Dante Exum, my favorite play of the game. That was awesome. The no-look wraparound. He had 5 assists on the night. Favors, again, just throwing it up when it's your night is your night. The Rockets' lowest third quarter scoring of the season with only 11 points. Final score wasn't even that close. 118-91, the Jazz win.
Utah Jazz in Houston taking on the Rockets. Clint Capella and James Harden get a pregame dance routine going. It's elaborate, but whatever works for them. Okay, so early on, James Harden stop and go all the way to the cup. Then Chris Paul with the nifty pass between the legs and gets it back to Brandon Knight. It's his first basket as a Rocket. For the Jazz, Joe Ingles, next time down, is going to sling a pass over, and he finds a cutting Donovan Mitchell for the slam. He had 23 points in the game, did Mitchell. And finishing it out, Eric Gordon attacking the paint, stepping through, and getting a nice finger roll over Rudy Gobert. At halftime, Rockets up 13. But then the Jazz came back second half, erased an 18-point deficit. Mitchell gets it to go. He had 23 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists in the game. Then Jay Crowder for the 3, plus the foul. And Mitchell misses, but Rudy Gobert is there for the putback dunk. And it caps a 28-10 Jazz run. They're tied at 60. All right, fast forward. James Harden time. James Harden goes off, and he dunks all over the defending Defensive Player of the Year. James Harden, not bothered. Then sets up a deep three. Under 20 seconds to go. Rockets up 2. James Harden with the rock. Step back, creates the space, and that's what he does. Knocks it down. He finished with 47 points, 15 for 16 from the free throw line, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, and the Rockets win.
Houston Rockets, James Harden has scored 30 or more points in 25 consecutive games. It's cold in Salt Lake, so he's dressed warm before the game, but he heats up during it. Harden driving through traffic for a layup. Then it's James Harden, three-pointer plus the foul on Kyle Korver there. Later, P.J. Tucker to James Harden for a jumper. Keep your eye on the score. The Rockets up by 7 at this point. Harden sets up and knocks down a three-pointer. He had 29 points in the first half. It seemed like he was going to get it. Houston up by 12 at that point. In the third quarter, Harden, no-look pass to Kenneth Faried for the layup. It's 71-52, and James Harden, he just kept right on scoring. He gets the floater here, so the streak up to 26 consecutive games with 30 or more points. Harden is showing off one more three here late in the fourth quarter. He finished with 43 points, 12 rebounds, 6 steals, 4 blocks, and Houston gets the win, 125-98.